The United Nations. The creation of the United Nations, a triumph of global cooperation. The United Nations, UN, stands as one of the most significant achievements in the realm of international diplomacy and cooperation. Its formation in the aftermath of World War II was a direct response to the horrors of war and a collective determination to ensure a more peaceful and prosperous world. The creation of the United Nations marked a turning point in global history, emphasizing the importance of collaboration, dialogue, and the prevention of conflict through diplomacy. Context: the aftermath of World War II. The destruction that World War II inflicted on nations and individuals was enormous when it came to an end in 1945. The suffering of people, the loss of life, and the devastation of cities made it clear that international affairs urgently require a new strategy. A similar goal drove the creation of the League of Nations, but it was unable to stop the start of another disastrous conflict. It was obvious that a more efficient structure was needed to tackle global issues and advance global collaboration. The birth of the United Nations. As Allied leaders saw the need to create an organization that could uphold global peace and security, encourage economic and social cooperation, and defend human rights, the United Nations concept started to take shape. On January 1, 1942, representatives of 26 countries made a commitment to the tenets of the Atlantic Charter, which included the renunciation of aggression and the creation of a future organization to uphold peace, and the term United Nations was first used in the declaration by the United Nations. Throughout the battle, this dedication developed into a detailed plan. On April 25, 1945, the San Francisco Conference, also known as the United Nations Conference on International Organization, was held in San Francisco, California. The United Nations Charter, the founding document that described the goals, structure, and duties of the new international organization, was drafted by representatives from 50 allied countries. The charter was formally ratified by 50 states at the end of the meeting, which lasted until June 26, 1945. Key principles and structure. The tenets of the United Nations Charter include preserving world peace and security, encouraging collaboration and respect for human rights, and defending the rule of law. The General Assembly, the Security Council, the International Court of Justice, the Secretariat, the Economic and Social Council, and the Trusteeship Council, whose mandate expired in 1994, were the 6 primary institutions that were founded. The major responsibility for preserving peace and security rests with the Security Council, which has 10 rotating members in addition to its 5 permanent members: China, France, Russia, the United Kingdom, and the United States. It has the power to order military operations and impose penalties as required. The United Nations today. The United Nations has been instrumental in averting conflicts, delivering humanitarian help, fostering sustainable development, and advancing human rights since its founding. Its institutions, including UNICEF, WHO, and UNESCO, have dealt with a variety of global issues, including poverty and disease as well as education and cultural preservation. However, there have also been complaints and difficulties with the UN. The structure of the Security Council, which grants its permanent members veto power, has occasionally prevented resolution of some situations. The collaboration of the organization's member states, which may differ depending on geopolitical interests, is also necessary for its effectiveness. Conclusion. The United Nations founding is evidence of humanity's aptitude for reflecting on the past and working toward a better future. The UN, which rose from the ashes of war, stands for the strength of negotiation, communication, and cooperation. Even while it continues to suffer difficulties, its presence serves as a reminder of how crucial global cooperation is in today's interconnected world. The United States continues to be a ray of light and a reminder that states may cooperate to create a more peaceful and prosperous world for all as they manage the complicated global concerns.